Like a character from the Da Vinci Code trying to solve some shitty mystery, let's head to France.
France's next president will either be a man who's never previously stood for election or a woman whose far-right policies were once regarded by many as making her unelectable.
The far-right's Marine Le Pen will go head-to-head with centrist candidate Emmanuel Macron in 2 weeks.
Le Pen, hoping to become the country's first female president, is running on a Trump-like country-first platform committed to a Frexit from the EU. As for her opponent, Emmanuel Macron, it seems he isn't committed to much.
His refusal to be categorised as left or right-wing has led to criticism. His rivals claim his policies are vague and simply an attempt to please everyone.
Yet one thing he is committed to is his wife Brigitte. They were high school sweethearts in the Frenchest way possible.
At high school, he promised his drama teacher, Brigitte Trognon, one day he would marry her, even though she already had a husband and 3 children. But a determined love conquered all. If he does take up residence at the Élysée Palace, he'll be the youngest French president ever at 39. She will be 64, an age gap matched in reverse by Donald and Melania Trump.
Let that be a lesson to all high schoolers out there. It's true. Your teacher wants you real bad. To cast his eyes over events, we turn to comedian, podcaster and our man in Europe currently performing in Sydney, Andy Zaltzman.
Hello.
Andy, apart from marrying his teacher, what else can you tell us about Emmanuel Macron?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing, Charlie. And that is exactly what makes him such a strong candidate. Macron has said he's neither left nor right. His critics say he has no policies and no principles. And I say, good, about time. If only all politicians had no policies and no principles, this planet would spend less of its time hiding behind the sofa, whimpering for its mother. Now, in a campaign dogged by controversy, Macron has faced allegations that he is, in fact, a computer-generated 3D printout of a political void. And that, to me, should be the future of democracy. It's what the public wants, Charlie.
Andy, Marine Le Pen has pretty much been endorsed by Donald Trump. What are her chances of victory?
Well, according to the bookmakers, very slim indeed, Charlie. About the same slimness as Brexit and considerably fatter than the odds on Trump on US election day. But Le Pen is the figurehead of the resurgent European far right. And you're right, those words should not go together. You would have thought if there was one continent in the world that should have been aware of the dangers of drifting to the far right politically, Europe should have been pretty fucking high up that list. But interesting to see how that plays out. The full weight of the French political establishment is against her, though, which, on the evidence of global democracy over the last 12 months, means she has got this one in the bag.
The UK is also going to the polls after Prime Minister Theresa May called a snap election. What can you tell us about the choice faced by Britons?
Well, it will be very similar to the choice you get in a restaurant, serving only rat's testicles, used syringes and the scrapings off chairs in nursing homes. Unappetising and self-defeatingly limited.
So why is this election even happening?
Well, it's all the ongoing after-chunder of Brexit, essentially. People are still asking why we voted to leave the EU, and, well, essentially, Britain just got impatient. The situation was this. Britain was left naked and alone in an empty room with nothing but a single electrical socket. Eventually, at some point, inevitably, we were going to put our penis in that socket. And now Theresa May is telling us all to come together as one nation to bandage that electrocuted penis before the whole United Kingdom collapses like an overstretched metaphor.
And when Theresa May triggered the election, she said that Britain is leaving the European Union and there can be no turning back. What exactly does she mean by that?
Well, what she meant was Britain is Thelma, I am Louise, let's do this thing.
Now, she's going to be up against Labor leader Jeremy Corbyn, who is historically unpopular. Why is that?
Well, Corbyn has been fighting a hostile media really since day one. They took one look at him, a lefty with a beard, and it was an instant...
Lenin alert, Lenin alert. Attention, commie, attention, commie. Lenin alert. The Bolsheviks are at the gate.
So he's been up against that, and people talk about leadership needing to be an iron fist in a velvet glove. Well, Corbyn, unfortunately, has been more of a shit fist in a toilet paper glove, repeatedly punching himself in the face. So it's not gone well.
Well, both wonderful choices, as were you. Please thank Andy Zaltzman.